Hey everyone, it is Friday. I hope everybody's day is going well. Mine certainly is. Today we're going to be playing Weathering Waves. We're going to continue where I last left off, and where I last left off is we got rescued as we made to the island where apparently the people that Rincey has been sending over on the so-called pilgrimages were being exiled for execution to this island. And that is where we currently are because we're teaming up with them for to perform in the Carnival. That is where we are in the story, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So I hope you guys are ready, and let's head on over and get started with Weathering Waves, shall we? There we go. So let's see what's in the store. It's just the usual stuff they're selling, but yeah, that hasn't been refreshed yet. And also, apparently they released a new character. Well, not really released it, but they've added where we can get her now if we want to. But I'm not gonna pull for her because I'm gonna wait until there's another character I really want to get. Because right now I'm currently gonna save for Zani. That's who I'm gonna be saving for. I'm gonna be saving up for Zani. And also here. Here we go. Also, last time, because we fought the Dragon of Dirge, I went back shortly after stream last week and got a couple of copies of the Dragon of Dirge. I love what they have done with the model. I love what they've done with the model with the Dragon of Dirge. I mean, look at it. Look how well designed this is. They did a very good job on the design of this dragon. I definitely love how this dragon looks. It looks so good. Anyway, let's head back to where everybody else is so we can continue on with the main story, shall we? Good thing I got this unlocked so we can just head over there. Oh, I think I might have chosen the wrong node. Wait, never mind. We're here. It better if I'm over on this one, that way we can get back up. So I wonder how we're gonna get over there.
Lighter than a dove.
One liner, prepare for rehearsal. Okay, I see how we're gonna get on. Okay, what will we have to do for this?
Our rehearsals are rather straightforward. No scripts, just pure intuition and our senses guiding us. That's what makes Commedia Improviso truly come alive. For our improvised comedy, we start with a theme. From there, we build our lines and act on the fly, responding to the unfolding show and audience reactions.
But with the limitless capacity for human creativity at play, the plot can sometimes veer into the, well, unconventional. To prevent things from spiraling too far, we set an anchor for the performance.
Pardon my interruption, but I'm quite curious. What sort of bizarre plots have you encountered?
Well, something like a humble craftsman from a small town sets sail on a rainy night, stumbles upon ancient ruins, is reincarnated with superpowers, and then decides to conquer the galaxy, becoming the Emperor of the Stars.
Sounds like a good anime.
So, we draft a basic outline that assigns roles and guides the plot's direction.
Sounds like a good plot for an anime.
And this time, our outline is: a kingdom is attacked, monsters run rampant, and the Demon King has kidnapped the Holy Maiden. A few brave heroes accept the minister's quest to defeat the Demon King and rescue her.
A real classic, no doubt. It sounds a bit cliche. So, a classic adventure story. A real classic, no doubt.
This outline holds special meaning. We want to pay tribute to the play once performed by the Blessed Maiden herself, which was also about a hero facing a Demon King.
Good people have their wishes fulfilled, heroes appear in a time of crisis, justice triumphs over evil, and united friends are undefeatable. This is the tale the Blessed Maiden once told, and it's a universal story we want to portray.
To me, the world is a stage, and performing is much like combat. Coordinated movements, quick thinking, sharp reflexes, and, above all, trust in your allies. What I'm getting at is that you both are very skilled and capable. We don't have many do's and don'ts. So relax and express yourselves freely on stage. This rehearsal is to help you get familiar with basic stage movements, techniques, and the troupe style, and to build good rapport.
Exactly. I'll handle the stage lighting, Brant will narrate, and the rest will take on the role of the audience.
If you're ready, let's begin. Everyone, a big round of applause to welcome the Rover and Miss Carlotta on stage. All right, next I'll spin the prologue of our tale, setting the scene for how our brave heroes first crossed paths. Once upon a time, a hero roamed the world. Undaunted by the lack of a divine vessel, he embarked on a perilous journey across tempestuous seas. Alone in the dark, a young girl of untethered spirit soared against towering barriers with wings of defiance. The winds of fate brought them together. As the world teetered on the brink of absolute darkness, they found solace in each other's gaze. Together they became unshakable allies, standing strong against the tides of fate. Even if light were to fade from the world and the stars cease to shine, they would still blaze like the sun forever.
I was not expecting there to be where I would have to do button mashing.
Bravo! Bravo!
Okay, I was not expecting it. That put me off guard a bit, I will admit, where it had me doing button mashing. I was not expecting that. So sorry if I messed up a bit because I wasn't expecting to start off with button mashing. I thought it would be where I would be choosing dialogue. So this is the Commedia Improvaso feels like. I guess that's how it's pronounced. How did this suddenly turn into a musical? It had a romantic flair. I'm gonna go with this.
Seeing your chemistry, I decided to take a little creative liberty with the story. Anyway, it didn't stray too far from the outline, right? The thrill of improvisation is in its unpredictability. There's always a rush of excitement with every twist and turn.
Your movements were seamless, elegant, and powerful. I'm confident you'll shine at the Carnival.
Thank you. It was all thanks to you. You inspired me and kept my spirits high.
What, or is it just my... Carlotta is the real genius here.
You'll master it in no time, I'm sure. All right, that's enough for today. Let's save the grand reveal for the Carnival. Oh, and speaking of which, there's still something we need to prepare for you, isn't there?
You mean the essential item for the Carnival performance?
Don't worry. I've taken care of everything.
Oh, so it's handled then. I can't wait to see it.
You've piqued my curiosity.
I have a small gift for you. Let's head back to Raguna together, shall we?
Is it all right for me to go back to Raguna, considering the order was after me, it wanted me dead?
This way. Please, follow me.
Where are we going?
Please allow me to keep that a secret for now. I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. But here's a hint. You've been there before.
Oh, we've been here.
Oh, dear Lady Carlotta, thank the Sentinel you are finally back. I was just about to close up shop to prepare for tomorrow's carnival.
You have completed my request, haven't you?
Of course, Lady Carlotta. You should have more faith in my skills. Here you are.
A small token of my appreciation. Abby, I have something for you as well.
Wow, really? I get a gift too? Ha, you're so nice.
Oh, now Abby
So
comes out.
That's why Lady Carlotta was so insistent on using only the finest materials and meticulous craftsmanship for this piece. For a moment, I feared she lost faith in my skills and was plotting to hand over the shop to someone else. But now I see why this little creation was so important to you, Lady Carlotta.
Nyala, you do have a flair for dramatics. Anyway, why don't you unwrap it?
This is...
A mask.
I took the liberty of having Nyala custom make this mask based on my impression of you. I hope it suits your taste.
Thank you. I like it very much. Gifts so fine. Does Montelli family happen to be hiring? I'm gonna go with this one.
I'm pleased you like it. The Carnival is a splendid reverie, and the mask is its passport. May it help you navigate the Carnival with ease, and let you enjoy it to your heart's content.
We will, for sure.
May I take a bit more of your time? Walk with me through Raguna tonight. I have some additional information to share with you. Raguna, the Tempest's jewel, the sapphire that crowns Solaris. The waters of Raguna serve as a mirror, reflecting the countless faces of this city, much like our own reflections. There was a time when the currents swept us into the jaws of uncharted waters, where relentless storms and voracious waves awaited. But after weathering such trials, they revealed to us a hidden gem, the shores themselves.
You're talking about the Black Shores.
My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island, the technology and novel ideas, was nothing short of a blessing in disguise.
You sent the troop to pick me up?
There exists only one relatively safe route from the Black Shores to Raguna, a path known solely to the Montelli family. As long as you stayed on this course, you were bound to encounter the Troupe. My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island, the technology and novel ideas.
You sent the invitation.
was
Well, of course
nothing
she
short
sent
of
the
a blessing in
invitation
disguise.
because we saw her in some of the artwork of who was writing the letter. So it was obviously Carlotta that sent us the invitation.
Exactly. When we heard the Black Shores were hunting for a legitimate entry into Raguna, I thought, why not bring them into our little venture? hence the invitation. My family has always been drawn to the thrill of a new voyage. One stormy night, fate decided to play a hand. What we discovered there on that island,
What's in it for
the
your family?
technology and
I assume
novel
you
ideas,
see more than just
is
a free
nothing
market.
short of a Our intentions might not be as grandiose or ominous as you think. We seek liberation. And to achieve it, we're pursuing the truth behind Renacita's origins. Legend has it that when people first arrived on this island, Genesis Nexus was already here, welcoming them. The prevailing belief is that the Sentinel gifted us this technology. And despite nobody ever seeing the Sentinel in person, we talk with them through supposed telepathy. Notice anything strange about that story?
The Sentinel.
Terminals conjure up echoes, and the Genesis Nexus allows the Raganazi access to common echoes. If the Genesis Nexus was present when the first settlers arrived, who built it? And really, if no one's ever laid eyes on the Sentinel, how can we be so sure that statue really represents them? It seems to me the Order might have spun us a tale, hiding the true origins behind their grand myths.
Does the Montelli family seek to rule? Are the Montellis turning away from Renacita's beliefs?
No. We have no ambitions to rule or to renounce our faith. And really, this city should not be ruled by any one entity. The hour grows late. I have arranged accommodations for you at Palazzo Grotta in the south. Let us walk there together, and I can share a story along the way. Think of it as a bedtime tale. I learned it from the Troupe. It's about Fleur de Lis, the Blessed Maiden. Once, the Blessed Maiden was just a simple peasant girl. During the Sentinel's
I
gratitude
love the
rite,
artwork.
the young Fleur de Lis managed to sneak past the guards and drink the sacramental wine. Every drop. Perhaps it was the intoxicating wine in Eglatown, or simply her lack of experience with spirits. But she soon found herself quite drunk. Swaying on her feet, she ascended the ceremony's grand platform, lifted her threadbare dress, and began a rather ungainly dance. Seizing the sacred horn, she played a carefree folk tune, dodging the guards and weaving through the crowd with surprising agility. Remarkably, the crowd, as if drawn by an unseen force, followed her lead, transforming the solemn ceremony into a wild parade of cheers and revelry. Naturally, the Order was less than pleased. The pilgrim sale did not yet exist, so Fleur de Lis faced 3 days of confinement. During that time, she used her prison walls as a canvas. That unforgettable day of disordered revelry left a lasting mark on all who witnessed it. Is it not remarkable? A rebellious girl chosen by the Sentinel to become the Blessed Maiden. If the Sentinel indeed permitted such a girl to serve as their spokesperson, it suggests that all this joyous revelry is not something they disdain. Perhaps they too enjoy poetry, painting, tears, laughter, romantic tales of nights, and dancing amidst crowds, much like ourselves.
Oh, looks like that's the end of the tale for now. I believe the divine always is always beyond our comprehension. Perhaps the true intention of the Sentinel isn't to rule their people by faith.
The people of this island came from diverse civilizations now lost to time. But through plays and tradition, they sought to preserve memories of their heritage. In the past, while the clash of cultures led to conflict, the Raganazi united through faith, restoring balance even if precarious. To maintain this unity, we've always needed both a sentinel and a play based on a shared legend that gives us roles. Yet this play has endured for so long that we've become defined by our roles. Noble, commoner, believer, merchant. What was meant to unite us now stifles us.
Integration was the past. Liberation is the present. I'm gonna go with integration was the past.
Now, we yearn for a day when we can truly set aside our titles and positions, express our true selves, and join together in celebration.
So this is the true purpose of the Carnival.
Yes. Born from hope and idealism, it reminds the Raganazi of our initial vision of equality and freedom. It also affirms our true worth. While the Order's true intentions remain unclear, we are certain their influence has already eroded the very foundations of our society. People revere the divine figure the Order has constructed, yet they also live in fear of punishment. Legends become accomplices in fostering ignorance, and faith becomes the loyal executioner of cruel punishment. An invisible cage has trapped us all. Speaking of freedom within a cage is absurd. Fear and ignorance are our foremost enemies. This year's Carnival will spark a flame fierce enough to burn down that cage.
Freedom is in our nature. Our future is in our own hands. I'll stoke the flames even higher. Freedom is in our nature.
Rest well. And tomorrow, we shall take the stage together at the Carnival. Good night. May your dreams be sweet.
Okay, check in Palazzo Hotel. Oh, we can talk to Carlotta. Let's see if we have if she has anything to say.
Rest well. And tomorrow, we shall take the stage together at the Carnival. Good night. May your dreams be sweet.
Okay, first list is since we're in the bed, let's see if we can't make some snacks.
Welcome to Margaritas. Your pizza will be hot and fresh in no time. Come
Get all
by
these
more often.
recipes.
Don't be a stranger. Come by more often. Don't be a stranger. Come by more often. Don't be a stranger.
Okay, now go over to our inventory. Backpack. Okay, cooking. Let's cook. See what we can cook. We can cook. We can cook a couple. We can cook a steak. Nice. I'm missing some ingredients. Flour and cooking oil. And what's this? They want me to use poison algae to make a pizza. They want me to use a poison algae to make a pizza. Yeah, no, that ain't right. It's not to use poison pizza algae for pizza. I don't remember that being on the menu at Pizza Hut. Okay, time to check into the hotel. Concierge. You're about to start a long quest line. Your progress will be interrupted and saved if you leave the designated area during the quest. When you return, you can resume this quest from the last checkpoint.
Welcome. Lady Carlotta already notified us of your arrival. We are prepared to check you in whenever you're ready.
Am I going to attend to you?
Understood. We will be ready for you when you return.
Okay, let's make... Since we're about to go into a long quest line, let's we've done everything beforehand that we need to get here. Like that. There we go. Okay, I think we're ready. Let me check what my level is. Yeah, we should be good.
Welcome. Lady Carlotta already notified us of your arrival. We are prepared to check you in whenever you're ready.
I would like to rest now.
Very well. I'll escort you to your room immediately.
Later that evening, after all been through, your body aches as you sink. Ah, man, it won't let me finish reading the thing.
Wow! Is this real? Pinch me! I can't believe how different everything looks. So this is the carnival, huh? Yeah!
There's Zani.
I can't wait to explore. Oh, by the way, it's been a while since we last saw Zani and Phoebe. Wonder what they're up to right now.
right, let's go. We should also keep an eye out for anything unusual along the way.
Miss Margarita, is the order ready?
Ah, Zani's right there. Just who I wanted to go see first.
Quite a while. Miss Margarita, is the order ready yet? Yeah, I was about to say, I have been waiting quite a while.
Sorry, we're swamped with orders. Becky and I are doing our best, but it's a bit chaotic. Becky seems to be having some issues too.
No need to worry. Let me take a look. Ah, I see. Becky is just a bit overloaded with all the work. It might need a short break. Oh, good morning, my friend.
Maybe you need to put down your work and enjoy the carnival. Why not join me in the celebrations?
I'd love to, really. Look, see this mask? However, it's crystal clear to me that keeping things running smoothly is a top priority right now. Lady Carlotta has already briefed me on your plan. Along with the other family members, you can count on my full support.
They chose a good max design for
Miss
Zani.
Margarita, is the order ready yet? Yeah, I was about to say, I have been waiting quite a while.
Lady Carlotta has already briefed me on your...
Okay. Get some rest, Becky. I've got this covered. I'm giving it my all for the carnival. It's been ages since the last one. I can't wait for when they release Zani to the game. It's gonna... But most likely, it probably won't be until later on. Probably the next character they're gonna release is Brant, and then they'll probably release on either Zani or Phoebe after that. Okay, let's go talk. Mimi.
Is that Seamoss from the Pioneer Association? Something seems off. Why does he look sad? Seamoss has been so busy taking photos for everyone else that he hasn't had the chance to take any himself. Hmm? You want a picture with me? But...
I'll take the picture for you. I like to capture this moment. I don't think there's a rule against taking photos with echoes, right?
Oh, hello. Well, thank you. Yes, a photo would be wonderful.
Okay, we're gonna be taking a photo. So I need to get the position. Okay, take a photo of everyone in the echoes.
Rover and Lady Phoebe! I've been capturing the Carnival's many beautiful moments. What brings you all together here? You took this picture? Look at that composition and lighting! Who knew you had a knack for photography? Buddy, you look so happy. Whatever the reason, thanks for making this moment special.
It's all thanks to Rover. He fulfilled Seamoss's wish. Just like us, Seamoss wants to savor every moment of the Carnival and leave with no regrets.
You seem excited about the Carnival too. Why not join us in the celebration?
The Sentinel cherishes their people, and as followers, we find joy in witnessing everyone's happiness. But we have our duties, ensuring order during the Carnival. I'm sorry, I can't join in the festivities.
Boo!
I wish you a wonderful time at the Carnival.
I'm surprised that we're not wearing a mask as well. Interact with echoes. Here's another scene mod. Scrutinize his appearance. Oh. This gentleman shakes his body, signaling you are positioned just right. He then projects his echo friends and invites you to join in their performance. With more pressing matters at hand, you kindly refuse his offer, maybe next time. Having just finished their dance, the two echo actors are already preparing for their next performance. The dedicated duo bows to you, a gesture of welcome, like a rose bending to the great morning dew. Welcome. There's Carlotta.
You're here.
It's quite lively.
For the Raganazy, the Carnival has always been an occasion to revel with abandon. It's what they truly desire.
Oh, you put the auto back on.
The family is prepared. They'll support our plan should the need arise. We must remain vigilant. The Fraxidus may be lurking, observing our every move. It's nearly time. The Troupe should be arriving at the harbor shortly. How do you feel? Ready to step into the spotlight?
I couldn't be more ready. I'm still a bit nervous. I'm tired of all the formalities. This would be me right here, because I'm not one for formalities. But I'm gonna go with I couldn't be more ready.
Excellent. We have the skills. Now it's all about improvisation. The time has come. Let's go. Let's celebrate together.
When freedom is unchecked, the insidious evil of division takes root. People of the Sentinel, do not lose yourselves in these fleeting pleasures. Remember what unites us all.
What is that? Friends! Why lead a life of restraints? Why not live like there's no tomorrow? High walls fall fast. All you free spirits, join us to set sail again!
That woman. She's with the Fraxidus. I need to follow her and find out what she's planning.
Oh man, we can't talk to Carlotta right now. But from what I can tell from that expression from the Order, they did a really good job on that cutscene. But I can tell right there, the guy that's obviously the leader of the Order, he was not happy with Brand and the others showing up. You definitely tell that just by the expression, he did not like it because he was telling people don't fall victim yet. Man, telling them the opposite, and they were like, "Hey, look at that! That looks like fun. Let's not listen to him." That's what they did. They went in over to with the Carnival. Hey Bobbles, welcome on in. Hope your day's going well. We're playing Weathering Waves today, and we're in a long quest line area. And now we're on doing a sneaking. Or maybe not.
Right this way.
I thought we might have been doing sneaking, but apparently not.
I've lost her again. Where is she trying to lead me?
And why leave the giant flowers here?
Ah, we've arrived. Such a small world, isn't it?
I remember you. Why did you run? What is the Fraxidus doing here? I'm gonna go with I remember you.
Oh, what an honor to be remembered. Let's continue our conversation somewhere lively and grand. A place worthy of the Carnival, not some dreary, dull corner. Decadence, indulgence. That's the Carnival. A vivid daydream and grand illusion for all.
Tell me what you really came to see. No, she is a villain. What she's after is she's a part of a faction called the Fraxidus, and they're the bad guys, and they want to take control of everything, and they cause a lot of problems. Tell me why you really came. Tell me what you really came to say. Whatever you're plotting, I won't let it happen. Just so you know, your predecessor's gibberish landed him in prison. Well, there is something that the Fraxinus has always been after the character we play as, which is Rover. They've always been after it. There was another one, I think it escapes me at the moment, but he was obsessed of so-called spending time with us when in reality he just wants to fight. He just wanted to fight, and I think that's what she's after as well. It's got to be something that once, but it hasn't been fully revealed yet what the Fraxinus are truly after. Tell me what it really came to say.
No need to worry. I won't disrupt their little daydream. Besides, we still have business to do here. Now that you know what makes the Sentinels so unique, you should know we seek the same thing. That extraordinary resonator. How about I share a little story with you? A gesture of goodwill for our cooperation.
See, go ahead, tell me, not interested. Go ahead, tell me.
Now, patience is a virtue. A story is best enjoyed with a captivating performance, and this stage is perfectly set for it. We're simply spreading the truth through a tale. I'm certain it will pique your interest, so consider this a heartfelt invitation to you and your companions.
If you really want to see a character who really wants Rover, Bobble, look at Camellia. Look up Camellia, because she definitely wants Rover all to herself.
Join us. Pour your essence into this endless play, and use your humble strength to defy the raging current of fate.
She's got to be the conductor. I remember mentioning of a conductor at one point.
The stage is set, and the curtain rises. Actors, the moment to dazzle has arrived. The magic is ready to unfold.
As anticipated, the Fraxigis is on the move.
Now, remember the rehearsal we did yesterday? All our preparations have led to this very moment.
She intends to use those Lycorises to summon and control the Tacit Discords. If we destroy the Lycorises, we can neutralize them.
Everyone is in position. We'll manage the West Plaza. Phoebe is stationed at the East Plaza, keeping an eye on things. The main stage is all yours for the grand performance.
To ensure the performance runs smoothly, we'll need a host.
I'll take care of the lighting and create the mood to make the performance stand out.
Leave that to me. Ready? The spotlight will be on you two.
Let's go, partner. We're already a part of the play. As actors, we can't afford to have a cold feet. I'm gonna go with this.
The curtain has been lifted. We can't keep our audience waiting.
Then?
Ladies and gentlemen, the grandest and most spectacular performance of the Carnival is about to commence. Let us give a warm round of applause as our actors now take the stage. An unending darkness cloaks the kingdom as monstrous beasts ravage the land. The Holy Maiden has been captured by the Demon King, and chaos descends. But lo, two valiant heroes step forth, accepting the minister's quest, vowing to vanquish the beasts and rescue the Holy Maiden.
You know what they should do, since we have the max? They should give an option for like Rover and Carlotta, even after this is over with, to where we can have the mask on if we want to.
The heroes breach the first barrier, sweeping away the monsters within the city. Now, they advance toward the Demon King's castle, where peril awaits at every corner. What trials lie ahead?
Okay.
No wall can deter these free spirits. Even the stars seem to cheer on their bravery.
Exercise caution. New enemies have appeared.
The Demon King unleashes its minions, long awaiting these audacious intruders.
Quickly and swiftly, brilliance lights the way! Glory demands more. Don't confront them head on. An absurd, impudent display.
Okay, now I see what's going on.
Is that it?
Oh, the platform's rising.
They launch a fierce assault, intent on crushing the heroes and grinding them to dust.
Strike in the shadows. One with the sounds. I sense the end has come.
Watch out!
Now!
A sudden twist unbalanced the heroes. Then at this crucial moment, a mysterious figure enters the fray. A divinity sent emissary? Or a spirit from the shadows, perhaps? She seems moved by their passion and righteousness. See her join the heroes' ranks.
Well, one of the petals has disappeared, which leaves one left.
Ah, how delightful. I await your shallow, bated breath.
It seems the Demon King anticipated the hero's arrival and has gladly extended an invitation. With unyielding determination, the heroes accept the challenge.
Something big is coming.
The Demon King reveals itself at last, exposing its hideous visage and sharp fangs. The final showdown is nigh! The Demon King summons its foul army, poised for a climactic battle with the heroes. The victor will soon be revealed.
Take this!
One with the sounds.
Tornado Maker! Mamma Mia! Avanti! Figurati! I'll warm up the camp. My compliments.
Ah.
Amidst the clashing swords and the cries of the minions, the heroes face the Demon King. Victory belongs to the righteous and the brave! And now, we await the Holy Maiden's return.
And so we arrive at the happily ever after, yes? But we do not live in a fairy tale. There is no playwright to script a happy ending for us. What lies behind the curtain is but a cruel jest, a dark satire. Let me reveal the truth behind that idyllic ending. The Holy Maiden has long succumbed to darkness, drawing power from a heretical force and leading her people into depravity. And the minister, having uncovered this truth, has vowed to root out this corruption himself. Come now, let us embrace the grand climax of this revelry.
Looks like that's not everything to enter the space. The story's finale.
seems we've received another invitation. The final stage likely lies beyond this point. Are you prepared?
Yes, I'm fully prepared.
Don't worry. Brant will manage everything within the city and make sure the performance proceeds smoothly as planned.
Let us proceed to meet that Fraxidus overseer and deliver a flawless performance for the Carnival.
Oh, hold on. Be gone, bot! Back to the void from whence you came! Twitch really needs to do something about those bots, I'm telling you. Okay, final stage, Crimson Finale.
The wildcat has sounded thrice, and the hedgehog four. The peculiar bird sings. The moment is upon us. O benevolent sorceress of realms unknown, I summon you. Grant us the just prophecy, and may fate favor us all. The night veils the world in darkness, while the feast captivates all. Yet you remain clear-eyed amidst this revelry. The honeyed wine has clouded their senses and quenched their flames of avarice. Yet it has stoked your bravery and kindled the fire within your heart.
Ow.
I shall unveil the first prophecy and shatter these burdensome stones. Abandon the trifles of sentiment, and you shall ascend the throne. To achieve this, a sacrifice of fresh blood is demanded, a purge of the Holy Maiden and all heretics. My king, what halts your advance? You have already tainted your feet in the river of blood. There is no retreat. The path born of injustice must be fortified with further transgressions. The soul must be steeled in bitterness. Thus, I unveil my second prophecy to dispel all illusions. No mortal shall inflict upon you even the slightest harm. And assuredly, you shall find favor with your people.
Okay, gonna do the attacks again.
Swift and resolute.
Come back. I'll warm up the crowd. Time for some crowd work.
Such stubbornness. Is that it?
Yes.
Victory favors me.
Let's go.
Defy destiny, mock both life and death, and rise beyond good and evil. Abandon all doubt and grasp at unreachable hopes. Now, hear the third and final prophecy. Pleasure born of violence shall end in violence.
Okay, so we got a two-phase boss.
Aerial stance.
You've crossed the wrong person.
Still recognize me. Mamma mia!
Disperse. The hour is upon us. One with the sounds.
My compliments. Surrender. The stage is set. The world is mine. Masterpiece complete. Arrow count. Every story needs unexpected plot twist. Time for a comeback.
Paralyzed, we can't move. Oh, damn. Was not expecting that.
Every story needs drama. Time for some crowd work. Improvise. Still recognize me.
One with the sounds. Break. Sounds come forth. Bad timing.
Still recognize me. Brilliance lights the way. Surrender.
Break. One with the sounds. Last chance.
Stubbornness. Is that it? Still recognize me. I'm still standing.
Swift and resolute. I sense your weakness. The end has come.
What a pity. The prophecy says the king will not take his final bow in this act. Reality beckons. Have you glimpsed the truth in this dream? 2 prophecies fulfilled, but the third? I await to see how you will rewrite it.
Oh, crap.
If we defeat her, we can set the Cetus free. We'll give this performance the perfect finale.
Splendid performance. It's almost time for the final bow, but the symphony between us has only just begun its overture.
Well, looks like we saved a day again. Now that was done really well. I enjoyed that. They did a good job on that scene. The animation was really good.
You should take center stage for the final bow.
Hear that? The thunderous roar of applause. Ah, it has been far too long. This is the true essence of the Carnival.
At last, the crisis has been resolved.
Well, this one, but there's bound to be more. It's our hard-earned victory. They're cheering for us all. Thing is, that was that was one victory down, but like she said, that was just the overture, and if I remember, with overtures, they're usually just the opening, which means we still have other enemies like the Order, because I mean, the Order wasn't taken down or anything, and they still no doubt want to kill us. So that isn't the end of the crisis. This is just like part one of the crisis.
Lord Arbiter, I have heard thy call.
That must be the Sentinel.
I have awaited thee for what seems like an eternity.
I have many questions for you. How are you holding up? Where can I find you? How are you holding up?
Lord Arbiter, I am ensnared. Beyond the clouds and among the stars, thou shalt find an inverted tower suspended in the sky. I am there, watching over Solaris from above. The lost doth wander briefly amongst thy kind. Seek her out. She too doth move within the fold.
Who is that? Search for the mysterious girl in the crowd.
You should take center stage for the final bow.
Hear that? The thunderous roar of applause. Ah, it has been far too long. This is the true essence of the Carnival.
At last, the crisis has been resolved.
Okay. Time for us to go find out who that was. So, she had pointed ears, and I remember when the story was being told, it showed a girl that had pointed ears as well. So could she be like the maiden?
The next move is... Am I getting this right? It feels a bit off.
Try stepping back with your left foot first. Dancing is not in rigid steps. Let your heart lead the way. I'm gonna go with this. Oh man, we don't have our mask anymore.
You are... No, never mind. Anyway, your performance was splendid. I'm here for the carnival as well. It's been ages since I've seen something as grand as this. I love hearing the laughter and cheers of a crowd, no matter the occasion. Kind stranger, could you show me those final steps from your curtain call?
Your attested mark is glowing.
I'm sorry, but I can't stay here any longer. I must return.
Can you tell me your name before you go?
My name? It's... No. I'm Cartothea. Yes, that's right. Cartothea.
About to say a different name.
Farewell, Laureate. I hope that someday I might stand on stage with your troupe.
Are you all right? Some family members mentioned you were speaking to a wall. I'm worried you might still be under Frivola's spell.
A wall? You didn't see her?
See who? Are you truly all right?
There was a girl here just named... She called herself... Cartothea. The sentinel led me to the girl just now.
Cartothea. I'll make a note of it. If she was indeed here, she is likely still in Raguna. I will have my family start searching.
Let's not alarm the public just yet. We should let the carnival continue as planned.
There's still many unresolved questions regarding the Order and the Sentinel. We need time to sort through what we've gathered. Rushing into action now might only alert the Order's spies and disrupt what we've worked so hard to protect.
You're right. Cartothea. I will have my family find out more about her. If we find out anything, I'll contact you, and we can discuss our next steps together. Until then, as you suggested, let's keep this carnival going.
Gotta love fireworks. Let's see the traces left by the mysterious girl. Let the Carlotta first.
Cartothea. I will have my family find out more about her. If we find out anything, I'll contact you, and we can discuss our next steps together. Let's keep this carnival going.
Okay, investigate. This is where the blonde girl stood. Even now, you can sense faint fluctuations in the air. You scan the surroundings, but the mysterious maiden has vanished, leaving no trace behind. From Carlotta's reaction, it seems that no one but you can perceive her presence. Who is she, or what is she? Did she only show up for this year's Carnival? The path answers will certainly be treacherous, but regardless, you possess the will and the determination and the courage to seek the truth. These qualities will see you through. The crest behind you and your companions spend the day basking in cheers and applause. Later, back at the Palazzo, you drift off to sleep, replying days.
Were you awake, Rover? I trust you had a restful sleep. We have uncovered some new information about the Sentinel. Please join us at the family safe house. I've sent the address to your terminal. Brant and Rotia are also here. We are awaiting your arrival.
Also, I liked how that cutscene was done because we got to see Zani's weapon, the type of weapon she uses firsthand, or her ability.
I wish you a wonderful time at the Carnival.
Well, I didn't want to come over here. I wanted to head over there. I thought that would lift me into the area over to here.
Can you keep up?
Ooh, a nice pool.
Raise your glasses! Shout it loud, friends! To us! To the Carnival! And to our very own laureate! A name that echoes through the world, destined to roam the skies before shaking the earth!
I think Brant has had a little too much to drink already from the way he is from the way he's standing and swaying. I think he's had a little too much. It's up, you're making me feel embarrassed. Here, that's me.
Don't be fooled by how he looks. Brant is already deep in his cups, drunk as a skunk.
I knew it, he's drunk.
Oh, let him enjoy himself. The taste of victory is still fresh, and after such a battle, we should celebrate to the fullest. Drink your fill, everyone. This round's on me.
Member of the Order. He's obviously spying on us.
I see someone's been eavesdropping.
Looks like we've attracted some unwanted attention. Aren't we in your family's safe house?
A devout acolyte wouldn't enter such a place without a good reason.
The Montelli family is known for its hospitality, but freeloaders will not find us so welcoming.
I hope she has security haul him away.
Friends, let's keep the mood lively.
Come, let's discuss the information we've gathered so far. During the carnival, you heard the Sentinel's voice and found a girl named Cartathea. We've dug up some information on her. In the Order, every high-ranking acolyte is given a new name. We contacted the acolyte Phoebe. After some digging in the Order's records, she confirmed that before taking on her holy title, the Blessed Fleur-de-Lis was called Cartathea.
So it was the maiden, and so she is the Sentinel's resonator. So that's who we encountered.
But the Blessed Maiden, she martyred herself 20 years ago.
There must be more to it than that. I just saw a ghost. Did someone pretend to be her? Did the Blessed Maiden suddenly come back from the dead? I'm gonna go with, I just saw a ghost.
The family will uncover the truth. The only remaining clue is the inverted tower you mentioned hearing about from the Sentinel. But even that feels elusive.
Judging by your expression, you must have discovered something new, right?
Do you recall what we learned from the stained glass in the tower ruins? There were two divinities at the dawn of Renacita. If one refers to the Sentinel, then the other, who could stand alongside them, might be the Threnodian. The two are undoubtedly linked, so uncovering one could lead us to the other. Remember Gilberto from the Physalia family? It took a lot to get him to talk, but we finally got some information from him. As he tells it, the Physalia family's long-revered deity is none other than Leviathan, the Threnodian from the sea's depths.
They worship the Threnodian?
It's hard to believe, I know. But recent events have only reinforced what we discovered from the stained glass.
The Physalia family has been on this island since the founding of Renacita. So their worship of the Threnodian may have persisted for centuries.
We will attempt to establish contact with the Physalias to build an alliance and gather more intelligence.
Do you think they'll be willing?
Rest assured, negotiation is what we do best. If necessary, we'll present them with an offer they can't refuse.
Excuse me for the interruption. Greetings, esteemed guest. The Primus wishes to invite you for a conversation at the Cathedral of Mercury. Would you be so inclined?
How curious. Since when has the Primus become so interested in social calls?
Sounds sus to
Very
me.
well be a trap.
Oh, it's definitely a trap.
I'm merely conveying the Primus's invitation. The choice is yours.
Don't worry, he wouldn't dare do anything to me. Perfect timing. I have many questions for him. Money with that.
Remember, you're not alone. If anything happens, just let us know.
Very well. Please follow me to the Cathedral of Mercury.
Clarity, but color is not attractive enough. What are you looking at? What do you think this Vitrium Dancer's quality? Does an Echo have quality? Of course, when it comes to Vitrium Dancers, you can look at the cut of the especially for stained glass, they are made of it. They are made of it in it varies greatly in color, purity, and texture between different specimens. The finer materials, the higher the value of the Vitrium Dancers. That said, there's still no complete evaluation system in place. Well, this Vitrium Dancer does look different. It does have like red and orange glass in it. I remember red is a really expensive glass. Well, didn't mean to do that. Get back to the guidebook. There we go. Okay, optional. Take the wing ray to. Okay, now we take the wing ray. Okay, we're back at the Cathedral of Mercury. Ugh, what have they been feeding those echoes?
Never before have I seen a day so steeped in both shadow and light. The birds sing, the flowers bloom, yet this world knows neither true joy nor eternity. Come closer, righteous one. There's no need for hesitation. I am Fenrico, the Primus of the Order of the Deep. Your deeds have reached my ears, and I have long wished to meet you. Alas, the burdens of this world delayed our meeting until now. I beg your pardon for the wait. Please accept my respect for you. You and your troupe have shown great talent and ambition, breathing new life into Raguna.
Strange way of putting it, considering you had members of your order trying to kill me.
From this day forth, the troupe shall have permanent rights to perform within the city.
Even if they're all fools.
All mortals stumble. But through pilgrimage, they have cleansed their souls and atoned for their transgressions. They have earned their right to return to this divinely blessed land. I understand that questions weigh on your heart. In the presence of a just divinity, speak freely, and I will answer with all the honesty I possess.
I highly doubt it.
By the great Sentinel Imperator, I swear to you, there shall be no deceit in my words.
I want to meet the Sentinel I want to meet the Sentinel.
You have walked a path similar to theirs. Indeed, you have the right to meet them. However, due to the Dark Tide 2 decades ago, the Sentinel's body was gravely wounded and remains in a state of recovery. If you wish to meet them, I will convey your request. I see the thirst for truth in your eyes. It is clear that doubts still linger in your heart. Please, voice your concerns.
Tell me about the bless. Your daily. I don't know how to pronounce the name, the word, to be honest.
Fleur-de-Lis.
Oh, Fleur-de-Lis. Okay.
She was the emissary of the Sentinel, and we are grateful for her contributions. 20 years ago, during the Dark Tide, she sacrificed herself to seal the calamity. She fulfilled her duties in this world and returned to the divine embrace.
Return to the divine embrace?
Do you know how the Dark Tide came into being? In Renacita, wars were waged in the name of faith, tearing apart the Sentinel as our faith divided, weakening their divine power.
Hey Alpha, welcome on in. Stream's going good. We just faced the boss in Weathering Waves, and the story is going pretty good. Not to mention we have some really good cutscenes as well. And we saved the Renacita from being destroyed. They did a really good job on the story. And now we're speaking with the head of the order, which I still think he is completely sus. That's good. Also, in for the shout out. You're welcome, Alpha. Anytime. I like doing the shout outs to see what clips show up.
The Dark Tide's true essence is the divine blood shed from the Sentinel's wounds. That tragic past left deep scars, and with their divine power drained, they could not prevent the Dark Tide's surge 20 years ago. The Blessed Maiden chose to martyr herself. She once again resonated with the Sentinel and, through her sacrifice, restored some of their divine power, bringing an end to the Dark Tide. Yet, the Sentinel remains in a state of healing and still requires a mortal representative. Following the Blessed Maiden's departure, I was granted new authority to cleanse the aftermath.
By the Sentinel or by the Order itself?
I received the divinity's blessing and became the new Enlightened One. By their will, I fulfill the tasks left unfinished in this world. Therefore, we must unify all beliefs, ensuring the purity and unity of our will to prevent another tragedy.
Reflect on the Blessed Maiden's second resonance with the Sentinel.
He said she once again resonated with the Sentinel. Was that really a second resonance awakening? Sentinel Jue had a trial with Genshi, but my permission was needed to transfer the Sentinel's power.
You're hiding things from me.
I swear, my words are without deceit.
He's lying through his teeth, I can tell.
I see in your eyes that you have walked further on the path of justice than I anticipated. Oh, dear Sentinel, please forgive my transgressions. The dark time.
I'm sensing a big fat liar. Me too, Alpha. I don't believe this guy Enrico for a second.
I bound myself to silence, locking away what I witnessed on that fateful day. Fleur-de-Lis, the unrighteous, deceived us all. She was not the Blessed Maiden chosen by the Sentinel. The true Maiden has yet to reveal herself.
Why do the people believe she was the Blessed Maiden? Where did her power to seal the dark tide come from?
You must know that a being capable of rivaling our divinity exists in this world. Humanity's eternal adversary, the evil of all civilizations, the Threnodian. As the Sentinel has their resonator, so does the Threnodian. Fleur-de-Lis was shaped, both body and spirit, by our ancient enemy. Her actions were intended to plunge this city into fear and chaos. This is the truth I witnessed. Fleur-de-Lis was the Threnodian's resonator.
We met her early. Pretty sure we met her earlier, and she didn't give off those kind of vibes. There's something definitely leave the Cathedral Mercury. Yeah, for at least we met her earlier, and she didn't give off those vibes of wanting to destroy everything. So something's definitely up with that. I don't like him either. I mean, the second he stepped out during Carnival, I didn't like him.
Maiden. Could she really be the Threnodian's resonator? What if the Primus's words were a bunch of baloney? But we saw Cardathia.
They are a bunch of baloney, Abby.
Instructions. They wouldn't mix up their own resonator, right? Now my head hurts. Who was she really with? The Sentinel or the Threnodian?
He didn't seem like he was lying. He definitely seemed like he was hiding something important. My head is starting to hurt too. I think it would make someone's head hurt, but I'm gonna go with this because that's what he's definitely hiding something.
More answers from him.
All the clues we've gathered so far point to the Threnodian. And the Phasalia family worships the Threnodian. We'll have to wait for Carlotta to arrange an audience with them. Something tells me this Carnival is just the beginning. There's more ahead. I'm sure of it.
Frolova, you do have a knack for indulging in pointless little chores.
Why? There's no rule against an actor making good use of the intermission. Besides, I haven't disrupted your arrangement, have I? The one from a faraway land who discerns the truth dares to raise their sword against the divine. In response, the slumbering gods break free from their shackles, revealing their true forms.
What I find strange is that they don't ever think about what if they're being lied to. Yeah, that is strange. Could be maybe because of the influence the Order has on, and that's probably why they don't think they're lying. Because the way that it sounds, he's a big fat liar. The guy who's the so-called Primus. I don't believe him for a second. He's saying that the maiden, like, it powers the darkness and it's the Thernodian's resonator. I don't think that's the case at all. Because it doesn't look like it. She might be the Sentinel's resonator, and she probably maybe had a hideaway from the Order. I don't know.
The possibility of the second resonance awakening is now a certainty. So we just need to see if that special resonator truly exists. Was the Blessed Maiden a resonator for the Sentinel or the Threnodian? Or both? If so, oh, a resonator capable of wielding both powers.
Never thought of that. Maybe it's both the Threnodian and the Sentinel.
Cristoforo, if you don't want to spoil the next act, I might have to give your carefully crafted plot a little nudge.
I knew he was sus.
Speaking of which, that
he's all in red.
Shines brighter than anyone else in your play. Do you find him interesting as well?
Frolova, it seems we walk different paths. I don't share your fondness for that sort of puppet theater. I merely place the characters on their stage and they act out their fates, driven by their own volition. To remain courageous amidst absurdity. To pursue a spark of divine grace. This, to me, is the truest essence of humanity. Don't you think?
Yeah, but if you look into a little bit, you would start questioning it. Do you think they're doing something to make sure you don't question things? Most probably. And also, I had a feeling. I also had a feeling that this guy was sus. I mean, he's wearing all red to begin with, so he was sus. And now it just proves that he's no doubt working with the Fraxidus.
Even the most pristine cadence of death pales beside the untamed, fervent, and tenacious spirits of the living. In their journey, they resolutely overcome all obstacles. They pursue, they tear, they burn, simply because they desire to. I think you should leave your secluded mansion. Take a walk and listen to the voices scattered across the world.
Perhaps. From Huanglong to Rinasita, he has indeed added a few unexpectedly beautiful notes to my symphony.
I am certain that, even without any direction, he will walk the path that destiny has laid before him.
I remember you called it. Yep, I did call it.
All things ascend toward a singular point of convergence. And what awaits at the end is immortality. Before the tides of fate, we are all but humble servants.
in charge of the welcoming proceedings. I'm feeling a bit nervous about it. Part of me just wants to crawl into my box. Harrow is all stressed out because of me. Harrow. I tend to fumble with words when talking to people. I'm worried I won't do a good job accommodating everyone. If the laureate himself were here, I wouldn't be so nervous. It would make things easier. So, as our new laureate, we need your help.
Oh, we got something.
I alone will.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared
Ah,
future.
we got enough.
Leaving the past behind.
There we go. See on quests. Was that it for the main stuff? Yep, sadly that's it for the main stuff on Weathering Waves of the main story, which means we have to wait, no doubt probably have to wait until they release like the next character after the one they just released to continue with the main story, no doubt. Most likely the next character they'll be releasing will no doubt be Brant. But in the meantime, we have these quests to do. We have companion quests in the meantime. So I think the first one we'll work on is Carlotta's. What's that? Oh, that must be the boss. I think that's the boss we just fought. So let's head over here. Shame at least we got the side stories to work on. Okay, I need to change the time, so it needs to be around midnight. Oh, we got achievements we need to get. And we got some here. Ah. Damn, we went up 2 levels on that. Okay, where's the clock? Okay. Okay, it looks okay. So tomorrow it doesn't have a it has it where it's at 24. So I need to go here. And there we go.
The midnight chime is faded, yet the night endures. Restless hearts long for an understanding that should be ours.
I love the rain. I like how they did it.
This place of Raguna, I await your arrival. This should be the place Capello mentioned in his invitation.
With this invitation, I wish to personally thank you for all you have done for the Montelli family, and to amend the slight misstep in your reception. I hope this gesture will help to mend any misunderstandings and strengthen our alliance. In the name of the Montellis, I shall honor my allies as I do my own kin and blood. In the freest place of Raguna, I await your arrival. Yours sincerely, Capello Montelli.
I knew it. another invitation. That's kind of their signature, huh? But this wasn't Carlotta. Who's this Capello guy?
He's the uncle of Carlotta told us about. The uncle Carlotta told us about.
Oh, yeah. The big boss of the vault and all that jazz. Guess it won't hurt swinging by Carlotta's family. They do owe us a big one.
Yeah, we just did save the city.
He's got something good planned. A pile of money. Maybe a mega feast.
Abby, always interested in food.
I've been feeling pretty weird lately. My head's all wobbly. I might not be able to show right when you need me.
Just get some rest I can manage. I'll make sure to eat all the food for you.
All right. No need to rub it in. Anyway, I'll leave this to you then. Oh, but hey, if you ever need my help, just give me a shout, okay?
Locate me so precisely and deliver the invitation right into my hands. This Capello Montelli knows what he's doing.
Forgive me for not meeting you properly until now. Guest from the Black Shores, laureate of the Carnival, savior and friend of the Montellis. Your presence is an honor. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Capello Montelli, Carlotta's uncle, son of the Padrino, and the next head of the family.
Given Capello's stature, a private meeting at this hour. Is it really just about gratitude?
There's more to it than just that. If he wanted to just show his gratitude, he wouldn't have invited us to his house for a meal. Why the sudden invite from someone of your rank? I hope this meeting is as simple as it seems.
Without you, the traitors wouldn't have been captured, and I freed from their hands. While Carlotta has expressed our family's gratitude, I feel obliged to do it in person. But unfortunately, the traitors had little to offer, and the one behind them is still in the shadows. Unnerving, isn't it?
Don't worry, Carlotta is on it. I heard it's someone high up in the family. Sorry, your family's issues aren't my concern. I'm gonna go with this.
I'll wait for her findings then. Things aren't as bright for the Montellis as they may seem. The Order, Thessalias, and the Fraxidas, any attempt to break the status quo puts us at risk. The traitors we captured were a warning, but also a reminder to survive. I must seek alliances beyond the family. Especially with you, just as Carlotta did.
You or Carlotta, what's the difference? I thought I was already an ally of the entire family.
Now that you mention it, let me be clear. Carlotta is dear to me, and nothing will change that. But she's from the lesser branch of the family. Tradition says I, the rightful heir, should manage dealings with the Black Shores, not her. Restoring order and benefiting the family as I intended. That's what I meant in the letter by amending a slight misstep. The leader of the Black Shores must have sent you here with a purpose. Tell me, and I will offer you support far beyond what Carlotta could provide.
I can't give you an answer right now.
The choice is yours, of course. But as the family heir, I will not see my authority undermined, even by those I consider allies. So if you can't stand by my side, I prefer you stay out of the Montelli's affairs. Otherwise, believe me, you won't want to find yourself at odds with us, no matter how strong you are. You're welcome to remain an observer from the sidelines, but once you join the table, you play by the rules. My rules.
I not liking Carlotta's uncle.
But the rules are not set in stone, are they? What matter of intrigue brought you and Rover together at this hour, Uncle? A table? Are we speaking of a splendid card game, then?
Your timing is most unfortunate. Our little chat just finished.
Pity. I didn't think you'd pull him aside for a private word, especially after all Rover and I have been through together. But since you've finished, would you excuse us now?
Carlotta, you stay. I have more to discuss with you.
Meet me at the rendezvous. Beware the ice.
Beware the eyes.
A gun is a powerful tool, but only in the hands of the worthy.
I understand, Uncle. I've never forgotten where my privileges come from, nor will I covet what's not mine. The Black Shores, the Carnival. My sole principle is whether they benefit the Montellis. I will execute any command that strengthens the family, and crush any threats to our standing.
Very well. Keep your words in mind.
Uncle, about Bennett, have you heard?
That family thief stealing from the vault. Why? Are you suggesting I failed my duties?
Not at all. I just happened to overhear someone talking about it in passing.
The plot thickens.
I'm more entangled in the Montelli family schemes than I ever realized. When I went after the traitors, no, when I decided to help with the Carnival, the game was Carlotta warned me about eyes, so she probably wants me to avoid unnecessary attention. Not sure why, but staying under the radar is never a bad idea.
Oh, I see what this is where I need to avoid being seen. If that's the case, we just need to avoid being seen. Why not just do this? Hmm. Okay, we made it.
Carlotta's not here yet. Guess I have to wait.
Whoever was following me seems to have left. Yeah, I think they left because we haven't seen their full face yet, but no doubt probably it was someone very high ranking in the Montelli family, or maybe even the head. Because if you looked at how that guy was there, he saw us, he was smiling like we found him. But then they saw him and they were like, oh, excuse me, I'll be on my way. Which means whoever it is, well, they might be probably working with Carlotta's uncle. They must be afraid of who they saw. Whoever was following seems to have left. You see one of them? There's something distinctive about its attire and demeanor.
Might I trouble you for a light, young man?
If he's talking about, sorry, I don't have one. We don't smoke.
Oh well, a cigar without smoke. My granddaughter told me Raguna's reign is a bad omen. Can't argue with that now, can I?
Means that he just said his granddaughter, which means that that's the head of the Montelli family. Is he here by accident or design?
You've been looking at this painting for a while. Anything special about it?
Oh. Did it capture your interest as well? Or are you simply passing the time until the rain ends?
Just happened to see you studying the painting.
It's only the investor's nature in me. I find myself irresistibly drawn to items of unique value.
So he's an art investor.
The Montelli family prides themselves on their eclectic taste in art. Any style by any artist can find its home within their quarter. Art knows no boundaries of time, place, or the mind. Here we stand, united by the rain, drawn to the same painting. They say in art, we glimpse pieces of our own soul. What do you make of this piece? Care to share your thoughts?
You step closer to study the collage. Small irregular shapes nest within large circles, their edges melding together to form a delicate harmony. This balance, however, feels precarious, as if two opposing forces are on the verge of collision. The large circle completes itself by absorbing the small pieces. It's too abstract for me. Maybe the artist is seeking some kind of change. I'm gonna go with this.
You have keener eyes than I expected. Seeing essence beneath the surface.
Oh.
I share the same view, except that I'm somehow saddened by the part that forsakes its character to achieve balance. Perhaps chosen by the artist for its uniqueness. Now is not the time to cling to existing balance, but to embrace the unknown. Seek change and carve out one's path, just as she once did.
See change, you mean this painting? As the rain finally ceases, the other man who had been admiring the painting quietly departs, leaving you alone. Contemplate the paintings. Ah, man, disappear before I can finish reading.
Glory in Decay. The Impressionist Pazzoli's latest piece. Didn't know you had such refined taste.
I was discussing it with an old gentleman. He left soon after the rain stopped.
I dodged those pesky eyes the whole way here, worried you'd been kept waiting too long. But it seems you've kept yourself entertained. So, the old gentleman was simply hiding from the rain, was he? I see. The Montelli Quarter does attract art enthusiasts. Anyway, I'm glad prying eyes didn't follow. When it rains in Ragusa, surprises are as common as puddles. A delay is only a small splash. Calling you here with little explanation and a word of caution, I can only imagine your confusion.
Same, my friend. You and your uncle both. The Montellis enjoy their intrigue, don't they?
The shark in our midst has finally made its move. Recently, several of our partners claim to have found a superior cellar and ended their dealings with us. Meanwhile, Bennett, our vault keeper, was reported to have embezzled and sold vault assets. It's said that he tried to flee, but was killed by tacit discords outside the city.
So Bennett betrayed the family as well?
I'm not so sure. I've worked with Bennett before. He was principled, bold, but not reckless. Not one to easily betray. And the night he died, he sent a photo to my terminal. A blood-stained page of an anthology, marked with 3 phrases. Thy eyes guide my course in the tempest. when 40 winters siege thy beauty, and the planet turns right, twice and a half.
That's rather cryptic.
The meaning is yet to be revealed, but he is clearly conveying a message. All evidence points to Bennett being the key to uncovering the shark lurking in our waters. The Montelli family is a symbol of liberation for Raguna. We uphold freedom and equality for all. Our vault is the heart of our family. And if it is corrupted, it threatens not only us, but risks plunging the city back into oppression and isolation. As much as I hate to suspect family members, I cannot rule any of them out. You, however, are different. As an outsider who has aided us in capturing the initial traitors, I hope to not be proven wrong, but I feel that I can trust you.
So you're asking for my help. I suppose this is what volunteer. So you're asking for my help.
My uncle's words were clear. Only those at the table can play the game. To engage with my family, one must have both standing and purpose. So, I offer you a new identity in our upcoming inquiry. Cat's Eye, a provisional member under my patronage.
But I'm not truly a member of the family.
If you wish to join, you must undertake the final assessment and pledge your loyalty to the Montellis.
Why Cat's Eye, though?
When it comes to family matters, we like to use code names, each tied to a unique token. Mine, for example, is Opal. Opal recommended Cat's Eye. It has a ring to it, don't you think? Also, have you looked closely at your own eyes? They share the same luster as Cat's Eye gems. Now, Cat's Eye, will you stand with me to catch the traitor within our family and avert this looming threat?
Well, you recommended me, so it's your call. We must prevent this threat and bring peace to Raguna. I want to uncover the true identity of this lurking shark.
I understand decorum is important to the Montellis, but among friends, can't we be a bit more informal?
What made you say that?
You're always one step ahead. How about we slow down and savor the present?
Ah, you're curious who I am beyond my role. Is that it? I just might entertain that thought. But for now, my agents just sent me the address of Bennett's residence. While his body has been found, what he left behind is still out there.
Let's try our luck at his residence. Okay, before we continue, I do need to take a short break. I need to refill my drink. So let me get the BRB up. Okay, there we go. The BRB is up, and I will be right back, everybody. Make sure everything's working before I go. Yep, everything seems to be working. So we'll be right back.
The white has been dyed red. To shine or to die, merely two sides of the same coin. To shine or to die, merely two sides of the same coin. To shine or to die, merely two sides of the same coin.
To shine or to die. Merely two sides of the same coin. Bad. The white has been dyed red. To shine or to die. Merely two sides of the same coin.
Okay, everyone, I am back. Let me just do that.
Merely two sides of the same coin.
Everything is working. Okay, everything seems to be going good. Yep, we're good to go. Let me just get readjusted back in my chair. All right, now we can continue with Weathering Waves. Paintings.
It seems someone has acted faster. Those two, they're my uncle's agents, Sage and Acorn.
Code names.
Yes, we address each other by code names, handy identifiers in a crowd. I'll keep you updated on the family members' code names we encounter, along with any other details you might need. Seems like they are looking for something as well. It's only natural my uncle wishes to retrieve the lost items, but my presence might raise a few eyebrows.
I'll go have a little chat with them to see what they know.
Yes, you try and loosen their lips. If memory serves, they are senior members, having served under my uncle for years. Regulars at margaritas. Talk business with merchants and wine with drinkers. Engage their interests, and their words will flow like a river.
I'll improvise as needed.
Rest.
All right. Talk to him. Acorn, Sage.
Hey, that's you they're calling.
No, that's both of us. But I don't recognize this person.
Neither do I. Listen up.
Acorn, Sage.
Okay, you got the names right. Must be family. Who are you?
I'm Cat's Eye, new to the family.
Cat's Eye? Doesn't ring a bell. Probably one of those new recruits after the Carnival.
So, what do you need? We are just about to wrap up and grab a bite at Margarita's. Still got a lot on our plate today.
Strike up a conversation about margaritas.
Oh, margaritas. Nothing quite like it, huh? And the pizza? Oh, it's a favorite in my circle, too.
Always a solid choice when on the move. Perfect spot for a bit of catching up.
You know, the last time I was there, I heard talk about a thief stealing from the vault.
The mentioning pizza, for some reason, is making me hungry.
Well, cat's out of the bag now. See that house right there? That's where the thief lived. We came to search for clues.
Did you recover the stolen goods?
No, not yet. We've looked everywhere, but found nothing.
To be honest, I doubt we'll ever find them. The thief has probably sold everything off by now. We are short on manpower.
Boss doesn't seem too worried. Is there a plan B?
Well, our boss is the Padrino's son. He has his methods. Our job is to follow orders, not to ask questions. Just do what we're told and do it well.
That's right. If you spot anything unusual, keep an eye on it. Could be your big break. With a bit more time, I think you'll do just fine.
I should do it. You rendezvous with Carlotta after her investigation and share the information you gathered.
So they found nothing, but assumed Uncle wasn't concerned. That makes no sense. Everything that happened recently ties back to the vault. If Uncle wished to protect his position, he'd be quick to retrieve the items and resolve the situation.
Maybe he's in control all along.
Curiously, Bennett was last sighted in the vicinity of Liberty Square, where you met Uncle. Last night, I was investigating the area before I happened upon your private meeting.
That explains why you were there.
But when I brought this up with him afterwards, he didn't seem privy to any details. As for my search of Bennett's home, nothing of note turned up, just as the two agents reported. I found no spoils, not even the faintest trace of them being stored or moved. Everything about his living space fits the profile of a typical Junior Vault employee. I also asked around about Bennett after our previous collaboration. He was ambitious, but never greedy. I was even told he refused a bribe offered by a business associate during an operation. The Montelli family is ever generous with wealth and opportunities, welcoming all who aspire to make their mark in Ragusa. Mere profit would never make him betray us.
The family protects its members.
For now, more evidence is required. The entire matter might need to be approached from a different angle. Shh. Hold still. See that man over there, the one that looks like a grey dove?
Without making a movement, you follow Carlotta's line of sight. Not far away, a man partially hidden is frequently glancing in your direction. He seems to be observing you and Carlotta. Noticing your gaze, he immediately starts running.
After him, quick.
Dead end.
Nowhere to run. Now it's time for a proper chat.
These old creaky bones of mine. Did I offend you? Or are you just chasing down every passing soul? Never thought the Montellis would grow so aggressive.
No running, no chasing. Just a glance and you can tell we're Montellis.
No one knows the family's ways better than its members, even though he's no longer one of us. Right, old Duncan?
I must admit, you have an annoyingly good memory.
So he's a former member.
It's remarkable that someone of your rank would remember a man such as myself.
I will never forget that stormy night. Nor any of the members who were caught in it.
Sadly, I've no desire to be remembered. To me, Montelli is only a name of the past. There were moments of joy, but they cannot make up for my loss. Now, I only feel tired.
Let's see. If that's true, why are you here? You say one thing, but do another.
Why go back to what you claim to have left in the past? Unless there's something you can't ignore.
You were standing across from Bennett's doorway, and your clothes are still damp from the rain. You weren't simply passing by, you were watching. What were you looking for? Or, should I ask, what did you hope to find?
I don't know. To grieve for my last friend in the family? To blame him for being so reckless and greedy? Or to figure out how this fool ended up in such a mess? Hoping to find the lost items and settle his debts.
I don't need a tampering, I just took one.
Rest in peace. I tried to persuade him to leave with me, but failed. In Raguna's game, the Montelli family has only two options. We either play to win, or are forced to leave with nothing.
Kind of either play or to win. It reminded me of a saying that was in the Doctor Who specials they did, where David Tennant came back to play as the Doctor. It was the part in the third one with the toy maker, where he goes, "All there exists is to win or to lose." That's what it reminds me of what he's saying.
Desires. But what's the price? They stake everything they hold dear. Family, love, faith, principles, and even their life. Now, his ambition and greed have cost him everything.
Is that why you left the family, but you can't decide when to leave the table?
Most people find acceptance easier than change, as change demands the bravery to face uncertainty. No great endeavor is without its perils. So yes, if the Montellis are to drive the change and push past current barriers, the path ahead will be anything but easy. The family exists to withstand what an individual cannot, and accomplish what might otherwise be unattainable. But within the family, each Montelli still enjoys the freedom of choice. Your leaving is a testament to this, is it not? If you're willing, there is still much to be done for Bennett. His terminal, the alleged stolen goods, everything but his body remains missing. Given your familiarity, you
my model was
might
acting
help
weird
us
for a
in
sec.
locating these items.
Bennett's death may not be as simple as it looks. We were also looking for more clues in his home. I'm gonna go with this.
In that case, you might want to speak to Scarlet Velvet.
Who is the Scarlet Velvet?
The leader of a network of commoners seeking freedom in Raguna. They had close ties with Bennett. If he was really stealing, I'd wager they were complicit. And that said, with their recent fallout with the family, I can't guarantee you'll find them, let alone talk to them.
We have little choice but to try.
Hey Kirby, welcome on in. Hope your day's been going well.
Let's go.
The avenged lurking
We're
emote.
off to the most reliable source of information in Raguna.
We're playing Weathering Waves today. I finished the main story stuff, so now we're on the side story stuff, and we're working on Carlotta's right now.
This is the place.
The best place for information is a pub. I don't think the Scarlet Velvet would hide somewhere so public. Actually, a pub is the best place to get information, because a pub is like a pub, just another name for a bar or tavern. There are places to get good information because a lot of people go to them to drink and have conversations, and if you listen closely enough, you might hear them release information they normally wouldn't say. So a pub, tavern, bar. If you're doing an investigation, the best way to get information are places like those.
In Raguna's market, they say fortune seldom favors those who lack a taste for fine drinks. Among traders, there's a secret code in the way drinks are mixed. A base of bitter almond and mint, for instance, usually signals danger and death. But some have devised their own, more private codes.
I get it. Okay, so they send messages by what they order. So it's not just a drink, it's a conversation.
Yes. This area is essentially a neutral zone in the city. No affiliations, no restrictions. With the ongoing feud between Scarlet Velvet and the Montellis, finding her will be difficult. But I've heard they have eyes and ears here. So all that remains is to order the right drink, watch the crowd, and let their reactions lead us to Scarlet Velvet's contact.
Greetings. What will it be today?
A Scarlet Velvet ribbon, please.
Scarlet Velvet. An uncommon choice. Perhaps the one you seek is waiting just as patiently. May you both find what you've come for.
Talk to the present to identify the contact.
Oh, there you are. I noticed you as soon as you walked in.
Get to join me for a drink.
Don't get me wrong. I've only been here long enough to recognize that drink, but I'm not making any guarantees beyond that. That swagger and flair. You're with the Montelli family, am I right? I know I'm not the one you came for, but don't dash off just yet. You don't know what I have up my sleeve, you know? How about you let me prove how reliable I can be for your family? Go on, test me.
Ask about Scarlet Velvet.
She may not carry the Montelli name, but she's got that same pioneering spirit. She's leading a team of resonators now, hunting down tacit discords in the wild. It's a shame, though. She recently decided to cut ties with the Montellis. And here I thought they were kindred spirits.
For an instant, you feel the gaze from where you got your drink, but it vanishes as soon as you turn to look.
Impressive. You've proved yourself capable. 3 days from now, at this hour, return here and order a golden ears mambo. Watch for someone wearing a green tourmaline.
You would think it would be... You think it would actually be, you know, red, considering Scarlet Velvet.
The wild desires, they swallow me like the roaring waves. Oh, how maddening's your tender love. I'd forsake it all, just to be forever lost in your embrace.
Hello?
But this amber drink, a deadly poison, or a healing tonic?
Excuse me?
No, leave me be. Don't bother me. The void, the endless void has consumed me. I want no part in anything. Who are you and who am I? Montelli, Phasalia, the Order, the Commoners. Without these names, what sets us apart? But reality is cruel, and we have no refuge.
He's just drunk or completely out of it. For a moment, you sense a pair of eyes on you from where you picked up your drink, but as you turn to look, the feeling quickly fades away.
Clearly, he's not the one we're looking for.
Ordinary bartender. As for other drink options, and recommendations is drink. Okay. I'm a fan of good alcohol. Bring me more. Well, whether you indulging in your desires or giving to them, I'm here for both. We got a menu on the table for newcomers. Maybe you'll find one that catches your eye, or do you prefer to find someone who shares your taste for a Scarlet Velvet ribbon first? What do you think? This one's not the assessed man.
Kirsch, whiskey, and cherry tomatoes. Does it mean revenge?
Well, it's red, and usually red is used for is the color for revenge. I mean, if you look in Star Wars, like the Sith lightsabers are red. They're always out for revenge.
Blood orange gin. That drink you have there is quite rare. Would you mind telling me what it means?
This is a secret too terrifying to speak of.
Wait, maybe I'm not ready for this. Forget it. I don't want to know. Imperator above, I am but a humble man, obsessed with the secret code of drinks. I shan't risk my neck over this.
What a grand scheme to occupy time.
I've been exploring how drinks might encode numerical values. Through alcohol content or vintage, perhaps. But lately, I'm starting to wonder if the drink itself even matters.
The key to any language lies in the shared rules and agreements between both parties. With that in mind, the same drink, or even the same object, can be given countless meanings. Much like how my people and I sometimes improvise codes with whatever's available.
For an instant, you feel a gaze where you got the drink, but it vanishes as soon as you turn to look.
Sounds like you've been at this code research for quite some time. Mind if I ask you a question? Do you know when the bartender started his shift today?
Is Carlotta suspecting the bartender?
Let me see. I got here quite early, and he was here about the same time. Probably around 8 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you. That's all I needed.
Okay. And in Scarlet Ribbon.
Anything else I can get you? Or is there a problem with the drinks?
No, we're here for you.
As expected from a Scarlet Velvet informant, you are smart. In a place like this, a bartender is the perfect cover. The least noticed, but with the best view. You mix every drink and pass every code. You might not understand all of them, but nothing of importance ever escapes you. So this Scarlet Velvet Ribbon is meant for you. Am I correct, sir?
Well, well. It finds its way back to me at last. A drink of trouble, I'd call it. Contact has been made, and by the rules, a conversation should follow. But Scarlet Velvet has decided there will be no further dealings with the Montellis. The partnership is broken, and whatever bond you had is all but gone. If you do meet up, Lady Carlotta, aren't you afraid things might turn ugly?
There's no need to fight when we can talk. We're here to solve problems. I'm gonna go with this one.
Rumored that Scarlet Velvet's decision to end our partnership has something to do with a vault keeper named Bennett.
Surely you don't believe that nonsense.
Then what is the truth? Bennett was recently found dead in the wild. The dead are silent, but you are not. So let's talk.
Wait, Bennett is dead?
So there was a connection after all. Seems like the news hasn't reached you. I'm gonna go with this one.
That complicates things, I'm afraid. I'm not sure if trusting Montelli is a wise choice, but in memory of Bennett, if you truly are as noble as he believed, go to Whisperwind Haven after dusk. I will inform Scarlet Velvet.
Okay, go to Whispering Haven. That's travel time. Okay, we got some things here. Okay, that's it on that part. Anything in here? Okay, that should do. What's the order doing here? This doesn't look good.
Terminals are divine artifacts from the Sentinel, brought to Rinascita by the first Primus. What you possessed were nothing but privately made replicas, existing solely by the grace of the Primus. How dare you defy our cleansing of such blasphemy?
We never stopped asking the Order for permission to wear the terminals, but every single request is denied. You won't even tell us why. You've controlled the terminal supply, and the family stopped trading with us. These are all we have left. Why should we hand them over?
I can sense your fervent desire for the artifacts and the blessings from the Sentinel. But whether you are worthy of the terminals is for the Order to decide. If you willingly part with your wealth in devotion to the Order's divine cause, the door to forgiveness might still be open. But should you persist in your defiance, we'll have to escort you to the penitentiary for judgment.
People are quarreling there.
The Order and the commoners. It must be Scarlet Velvet causing the stir. The
It looks like the Order is doing it.
But such blatant actions. Is it because we're far from the heart of the city? Let's first address their troubles, and then we'll have a proper talk. Found your weak spot. Still recognize me? Surrender.
Ah, the Montelli's second daughter, and this year's laureate. I suggest you tread carefully and avoid crossing the Order and the Sentinel, especially not for the sake of mere commoners. Must I remind you again? Trading reserved terminals is a breach of the discipline.
I don't see anyone trading terminals here. All I see is you taking what's rightfully theirs.
We paid good money for these. If you're taking them, you owe us a refund.
Yet the very traders who took your money have seen the error of their ways and reported your dealings. They have sworn to repent for their illicit production and cease all trade with you.
Elite production, traders, is he talking about the Montellis?
How sad, Miss Carlotta. Such loyalty to your family, only to be left in the dark. No one bothered to inform you, did they?
Oh, please. My ties with the family are not so fragile as to be shaken by mere words. The fact that we're having this conversation at all means that you cannot ignore my status. Wouldn't you agree? The Sentinel and the Primus have declared free trade as our undeniable right. Scarlet Velvet is always entitled to trade as they please, regardless of their previous partnerships. You preach the doctrine, yet fail to adhere to it yourself. If I were you, I'd be on my way to the penitentiary. Willful transgression is the worst blasphemy one can imagine.
Mark my words. The day Montelli is brought to its knees by the Order and Phasalia will be the day you beg for the Sentinel's mercy. When that day comes, all shall be under the Order's control, and it will not be long in coming.
Nikolai departs with his entourage. Scarlet Velvet signals the others to leave.
Ernesto,
and
the
assess things.
bartender, said you needed to see me. You may have just offended us, but you heard it. Your family has left us in a mess. Frankly, I don't see the point in having this conversation. But since Ernesto said it's about Bennett, I'll give you a minute, for his sake. Speak quickly.
what you heard could be another lie from the Order. What if the Order is trying to turn against each other?
Regardless of the bigger picture, your side ended the deal. We were informed at short notice to stop all trade. And it's not just the terminals. No more jewelry, perfumes, and all that nonsense. You saw what happened today. And not to mention, I haven't seen him on telly for nearly 2 weeks. Where were you when we were fighting against the Order and the Phassalias?
Montelli has been dealing with his own troubles lately.
There was a slight issue of a traitor in the vault, so our hands were tied.
You sure don't beat around the
A
bush.
direct approach works best at times. Actually, what that acolyte claimed is news to me. Surrendering control and ceasing trade are not in the Montelli's vocabulary. The Montelli creed has always been family first and a pioneering spirit second.
With your grandfather, maybe. But he won't be around forever. When Capello takes the helm, you won't have a say. The real question is whether we can get our trade back on track. Can your family still be trusted? What I need is a solid promise from someone in charge. Can you do that? One thing's for sure. I don't want to see the family who first broke the monopoly to trade with us commoners end up defending it.
I'll speak with my uncle and grandfather to see what happened with our cooperation.
You know what? This is supposed to be your family's business. Why am I saying this to you? Excuse my earlier words. So, Ernesto told me Bennett's gone. What happened? He seemed fine the last time we met.
Some say he got what he deserved for stealing from the vault. And there are rumors that you helped him finance the stolen items. Of course, we think there's more to the story.
Good judgment there. The rumors are nonsense. Fencing stolen goods? Please. Bennett used to handle our shipments for the vault, but everything was above board. Nothing shady, okay? He knew his stuff. Never took advantage of us, never budged on prices either. For him, it was always business first, friendship second. When he was running late, he'd stay up at that hill sometimes. We even set up a shelter there after it happened a few times. That's all. Come to think of it, he did stay there for a while the last time we saw him. Asked us to stash something too. What was it he said? I hope we don't need to use it.
So Bennett left something behind on purpose.
Seems Bennett may have anticipated the trouble ahead. I wonder if you might show us to the shelter. We'd be most grateful.
There's an entrance along the coast. Go straight down the road and you'll see it. What's your business there anyway?
To test our hypothesis to see if there's anything of importance in... Okay, let's see, we can't use the wing ray.
Cherish every gain.
I have a feeling this is probably going to be a mimic.
Remnants of the past.
Okay, maybe not.
Quickly and swiftly.
Take this!
That's it. The stage is yours.
The world is mine.
In the name of the Montellis.
Still recognize me? The stage is set.
Time to wrap it up.
Wait, we have some raw meat here.
Not bad. Found any keepers? Found it.
Okay, there's one more in
Good.
here.
There's no time to waste. All yours. You're welcome.
Oh, we got one we didn't absorb. We need to absorb that. Ooh, we got a legendary Hocus Pocus. Nice. That is a rare find indeed.
Zapstring, our turn. Good. There's no time to waste.
My compliments. Found your weak spot. Glory demands more. A new era awaits. Such stubbornness.
Oh, crap.
An absurd, impudent display. You've crossed the wrong person. Can you keep up? Can you keep up?
There we go. We did it.
Start small to build big.
Watch out. Quickly and swiftly.
We got a bit of delay in sound. Or test Discord, so we'll just take them out with these.
Still recognize me? Improvise.
My field of expertise. No mercy. Be gone.
You can tell someone was here. Look at the mess. Perhaps Bennett deliberately arranged it this way as a cover. We'll each use our senses to search. Then let's gather and analyze the clues we find.